Hey everybody, it's me, Seemore Bear. Welcome to Seemore Smokies Weekly. We got a lot to talk about this week. Some different construction projects going on. How you can take a flight with all of your Dolly fan friends. Road construction going on. And really want to talk a lot about the Easter service coming up over at Ober Gatlinburg this weekend and how you can participate.
Welcome everyone to this episode of Seemore Smokies Weekly, where we help you to find all the fun in the mountains. And now, here is your host, Seemore Bear.
First up, if you've driven into Pigeon Forge lately, you've probably seen the old Smoky Mountain Opry building sitting pretty quiet. Well, that's about to change. After those plans for Crayola and Nerf attractions fell through, the new developer just officially inked the deal on the property. Well, we don't have the name of the new attraction yet, but sitting right at the city's front door, expect something big to welcome those millions of tourists coming up into the Smoky Mountains. Okay, now you can't talk about the Smokies without mentioning Dolly. And Dollywood is already well into his 2026 season. But have you heard about this? That Allegiant Air has something great for Dolly superfans. So they've added a second Dolly-Themed Fan Flight because the first one just sold out almost instantly. So if you want to fly like a butterfly, you better get onto Allegiant and book now for that great experience. Okay, so if you're looking for the weather for this weekend in and around the Smokies, great news. Things are getting warmer as we get even closer into spring with, things around 72 degrees all around the Great Smoky Mountains, but probably some light rain here and there. So definitely check the forecast before you decide that big hike or not. But things are looking so great all around the Smokies, and we're so excited to see you guys come visit us right here in the Great Smoky Mountains. Okay, so it is Easter weekend, and we have to talk about the marquee event this weekend. It's the Easter sunrise service on top of Ober Gatlinburg. And what an event. It's more than just a church service. It's a 25-year-old tradition, and it just feels like the kickoff of spring to me. Now, it all gets started around 5 a.m. You can hop the aerial tramway in downtown Gatlinburg. And get this, it's free for everybody that wants to attend. So the trips start at 5 a.m., and the last tram will depart at 6 a.m. sharp just to ensure that everybody gets up on top of the mountain for the start of the service at 6:30. It lasts about an hour. Now, here's something to keep in mind, everybody. Dress for February, not April. It's maybe if it's 60 degrees on the parkway, it's definitely a little bit colder up on top of that mountain. But I just can't describe how beautiful of a service this is when you see the sun starts cresting over top of the Great Smoky Mountains. All right, and finally, it's Easter weekend, and for anyone hitting the roads this weekend, we all love and hate the Gatlinburg Spur, but there's a massive paving and safety project underway to handle all that tourism traffic. The good news, crews are actually pausing those annoying single-lane closures for the Easter travel window through April 10th, so you might actually get to your dinner reservations on time this weekend. But here's a pro tip from a local for surviving the 2026 season. We all know that the Gatlinburg Spur can be really challenging sometimes, especially during these paving projects. So if you just don't want to be sitting in your car on 441, here's a tip. Park in Pigeon Forge and hop the trolley. The city just added more Spur Express shuttles that use the bypass lanes. And for a couple of bucks, you can skip the non-stop and go traffic, avoid paying for parking downtown, and actually enjoy the view of the river instead of the brake lights in front of you. Trust me, your sanity and your brakes will thank you. Okay, everybody, that's it for this week's Seemore Smoky Weekly. I'm Seemore Bear. Thanks for joining me. And if you want to find out how you can get more out of the Smokies, do more, and see more, be sure to visit SeemoreSmokies.com. I am Seemore Bear, and I will see you next time.